Good morning. We just spent the night just up the track here from the Great Lake up on the Central Plateau. Finally made it up that awful climb. It wasn't too awful, it just went on for a long time. Holy shit, did it get cold when we got to the top. Like as soon as we went over the mound at the top, the wind just hit us and it was freezing. So we were kind of worried about camping up here, but we managed to find ourselves nice little camp spot, like in this little like gully where it was like nice and sheltered. It looks like a lot of people have been camping there. There was a lot of evidence of like campfires and stuff like that. Now that's cool that people are using the area, but what wasn't cool was there was just broken glass everywhere, just all over the place. It took us ages to find somewhere to put down the tent because like we just didn't want to shred all our stuff on glass. Yeah, we're down by the lake now. I came down here this morning and it was really foggy. It seems like it's cleared up a little bit now. And I don't know really where we're going today. I know we're going to be going through this place called Miena. I don't think there's much there, just some like Airbnbs and stuff and a general store. I think this whole area is used a lot by fishermen. Judging by like the signs everywhere, like there's good trout fishing here and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty nice little night. Cold, but nice. So we just stopped at Arthur's Lake, well, the Arthur's Lake Roadhouse. This is a pretty nice little spot, like they're really lovely in there. We decided just to pop in and grab some snacks, get some Snickers and whatnot. And they've got like one of these public barbecues right across the road next to the public toilets, so perfect spot for lunch. It looks like Bonnie's rear tire's been losing a bit of air, so yeah, I'm glad we spotted that. Better get that sorted out before we go any further. So in all the Ks we've covered, cycling across Australia and now Tasmania, I've come across quite a few of these memorials at the side of the road, obviously for people who've lost their lives in accidents. And it's always a bit rough, like when you're cycling along this road where someone's been killed and you feel so vulnerable on the bike, you know, it can be pretty heavy. Alright, so we splurged for a hotel. Yeah, so coming through town today, we found out it's going to rain tonight, and by the looks of the sky, it's going to rain really hard. Now, that's fine, we can camp out in the rain, it's all good, but it's so cold up here. We were hoping we'd be off the plateau tonight, but we just, you know, as usual, we got a late start, didn't really get as far as we wanted to get. So we've basically gotten our room like right at the edge of the plateau. So basically tomorrow will just be all downhill. We just get jump on the bikes. I think it's like 1,250, something like that, meters of descending. After that, there's a free camp in a place called Ooze. So we're gonna try and get there. Dodge the weather tonight. Easy camp tomorrow. Yeah, first hotel of the trip. Hopefully it's the last one. You know, you don't want to be staying in hotels all the time when you've got a budget, but we kind of budget for allowing it once in a while if it's going to be truly miserable in the night. Does mean that we've managed to do some laundry. There's laundry here that we've used, and we've been sort of doing some organisation of our bags, getting all our stuff charged up. So yeah, we're definitely making the most of it. In fact, I am currently dumping files onto my laptop. I might even get a bit of editing done if I'm lucky. So yeah, all right, good night. So yesterday that was a lakeside view. There's the view. Okay, so we just left the hotel. Probably the coldest night I've ever had in a hotel. Like, for a hotel that's up in a cold region like this, up in the mountains, you'd think they would have adequate heating or insulation, rather than this antiquated old hairdryer on the wall and a gap under the door you could fit your hand under. But hey, it's all good. We've got all our stuff charged, we had some relaxation, we even got a couple of beers in. So now, it looks like today's mostly going to be downhill, which is great. Like, we left like 5 minutes ago, and we're just cruising, like we're barely putting a pedal stroke in. It's pretty cold though, so I mean that does mean we're not generating much heat, but hey, we're just enjoying the ride. It's really beautiful up here. Today we're aiming to get off the plateau and down to Ooze, where there's a free campsite. So we haven't been meeting our targets so far. I mean, for good reason, we've been having a good time, but let's see if we actually do it today. Oh, so this is the River Ooze. Not quite the same as the one back home. No. It's funny, this is our second day up here, and it's only now as we're leaving the plateau that we're really starting to see this change of scenery that we wanted to see. Yesterday was it was nice, like it's beautiful up here, but it was quite like stuff we'd seen before. It sort of reminded me of like maybe out at Fraser Range or something like that when we started the Nullarbor. But this up here is like really different now. This is really cool. We've just come across this little dam here, which is pretty picturesque. I think this would have been the place we would have camped last night if we hadn't stayed at the hotel. The sign over there says there's a campsite nearby, but I think it's further up that way. I think we've already gone past it. You'll also notice that I'm donning the high vis today. There's a lot of logging trucks up here, and they're pretty savage. They take up the entire road and they don't slow down. So yeah, I'd quite like to be seen. That descent back there was awesome, probably the most scenic bit of our trip up here so far, but it didn't go on forever, and now we're going back up again. I had thought we were going to go all the way down the hill to Tarraleah, but it turns out that the Tassie Trail turns left before then and goes back up into some logging country, and it's pretty rough. But it doesn't seem like we're going to be going up for too long, so we'll be all right. Oh, I forgot to say, about 3/4 of the way down the descent before we started coming up again, we got into Bronte Park. So at Bronte Park, we decided to go into the general store and maybe get some snacks and try and refill our water bottles. Nothing crazy, just like one bottle each. And yeah, pretty strange. We went in and I said, "Hi, how's it going?" I was really friendly and he just stared at us. Okay, cool. Walk around the shop, sort of pick our way through. Eventually we'll find a couple of bits we wanted. Just got some tinned veggies for dinner tonight, and Bonnie got some crackers. And she takes it up to the counter and he's like, "Is that it?" It's like, "Yeah, mate, that's it. You don't have anything else we want here." And then afterwards I asked if I could use the tap outside to fill up our bottles, and he seemed pissed off about that too. It's like, I get it, like the place is up for sale, so money, like he's obviously not doing too well, but like that ain't how you fix the problem, by like giving people hassle for not buying enough stuff from you. Like everything in there is overpriced, as it tends to be in these tiny stores. But yeah, anyway, so I'd recommend anyone cycling through here, buy what you need at Maina or something on the other side, but don't go and give that guy your money. However, if you come through and the for sale sign's down and someone's bought it, by all means go in and support them. Maybe not. Cool. We just found this great little campsite. We're not going to camp here, but I mean, it's only 2 in the afternoon, but we just stopped here for some lunch. It's right on the lake and it's absolutely gorgeous. It looks like it's a popular spot. We've got a fire pit here and whatnot. Yeah, I've got a spicy mouth now because we just had some Thai noodle soup, which was awesome. So now we are headed to where there's the remains of a convict era police station and a convict built dam. Now there's also meant to be camping there and public toilets, so depending on what time we get there, it's like, it's only I think another 15k or something. Maybe we'll camp there, but if possible I'd like to push on and get to Ooze tonight, because that'd put us in good stead for the next couple of days getting to Hobart. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Right, so this building behind me that Bonnie is photographing was once the local police residence. It started off life being built in 1840 as a probation station. Further up here, up the creek, there's a dam that was built by convicts, so that's the next stop. But yeah, this is a pretty cool piece of Tasmanian history. Okay, this looks to be the spot where our convict-made dam is. Just saw some signs up there saying there was a point of interest down here. And yeah, from the map it looked like it was right across the road from the campsite, which is right there. So yeah, let's see if we can find this thing. Okay, it's pretty hard to film this thing, or take pictures for that matter, Because, I mean, from here it just looks like a big pile of dirt. It's only when you kind of look closer that you can sort of see all the rocks and stuff. But I was just saying to Bonnie, like, there's something about Australian history and the fact the country's, at least in terms of, you know, the white people, is pretty young. Because it makes it sort of more relatable. Like, when you look at all these things that were built, it, like, wasn't that long ago, and you can kind of picture what it must have been like here. It's just turned after 4, so I reckon this is it for tonight. We're going to take the Tasmanian Trail campsite up here. Supposedly there's toilets, no water on site, but we passed the creek like literally 1k ago where we can filter some water from, so if we need some we'll go there. Yeah, let's check out this campsite. Alright, I guess this is us. Oh! Oh, hey! This is good. Yeah, we'll stay in here, like by the trees. Perfect. This is great.
Yeah, I like it.
Are there any more tables over there, or is this is our table? Hell yeah. Okay, this campsite actually looks pretty good. Seems someone's left us some firewood. I'm gonna have to check and see if we're allowed to have fires first before I light anything. I don't really know the score here in Tassie. But anyway, the fire looks fresh. People have been here lately. Looks like a well-used campsite. There's a paddock up there for horses for people who are riding the trail, which is pretty cool. So right now I am on my way to the Dunny to see what kind of state that's in. It's like this tiny little stereotypical like outhouse. It looks like the door's wide open if it has a door. So let's see how this looks. Oh, well, it has a door, it seems. It'll work. It'll work. I just managed to sneak up on a deer. Like, I hope I got a little bit of it on film there. That was mad. I just heard this almighty thud beside me. Wow. Oh, it's running around over there, I can see it. Anyway, I found this registration thing. There's this box that has a book in it. Registration book. I guess it's like, I don't know if it's like a guest book or something, but we'll have a read and maybe sign that. You can see the police station from up here. Alright, camp is happening, fire is happening, food is happening. This is awesome. This campsite, the timing was perfect. We just rode along the road and filtered some water out of that creek. It was pretty miserable. There was a dead bird in it. So we had to like go upstream a bit away from that because I don't know if the filter can deal with that. I don't really want to be drinking dead bird juice. So yeah.